Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are all enjoying these December vids. I think I'm gonna go all the way up to December 10th with an upload every single day. So we're gonna see a lot of different content here on my channel. I did want to do a Sephora Favorites Perfume Sampler. Is it worth it? I did pick this particular setup during the fall Sephora sales event. So if you are curious, if you want to know everything else I picked up during the sale, I will link that video up above for you. A little history about me if you are new to the channel, or if you are just watching this, if you're a regular viewer of mine. I used to be into fragrances quite a bit when I was in my very early 20s. I would buy like at least a fragrance once a month, maybe twice a month. Would buy like Dior, Chanel, like all of the very expensive perfumes. And I would always buy the full size unit if I loved it on the strip, or if I would test it on my body and it worked really nicely. After a while, I started noticing that I had a pretty large collection of perfume, but I never finished a perfume, except a couple, those of which I would repurchase. The first being, I'm gonna age myself here, JLo Glow. That is one of my favorite perfumes. I haven't owned it in years, but I picked that up when I was in my very early 20s, and I would repurchase that every time I would run out. It would be on my birthday wish list, on my Christmas wish list. It really did well with my body chemistry, and I really just personally gravitate towards florals, sometimes floral fresh perfumes, but mostly florals. Another perfume that I purchased quite a bit in my 20s was Dolce&Gabbana Light Blue. Now, I have no idea what the obsession with that perfume was, because I feel like it's a very fresh, clean scent, but I would love it. I would wear it all the time. But I don't know if I loved it, but I would still repurchase it. I have no idea why. So that's kind of like the perfumes that I have loved the most over time. Another one being Miss Dior. Love that. I do like a Chloe perfume. I've only purchased like small sized units, and then during the KKW fragrance sale I did pick up Iconic Gardenia. I did pick up multiples of the Kendall by KKW fragrance. I have no idea what the name of this is, but this is a favorite, and it wasn't until this perfume came around that I noted how much I loved like amber and like musky scents as well, but not like heavy musk. I love the powdery, slight spiciness that there is to this particular fragrance. So that's kind of like what I gravitate towards. For a long time, I stopped purchasing perfumes. I wasn't feeling my personal emotional best. Physically either, I wasn't feeling the best. And I felt like I was just going in the wrong direction mentally and emotionally and physically as well. So I just stopped taking care of myself in that way. I still, of course, have always taken care of my skin, and I still love makeup and beauty, but I just kind of put that little part of my life away just because I wasn't feeling my best physically and emotionally. Mostly emotional. My emotional health was just in a really bad place. But recently I've made some changes in my life to where I do want to pay attention to the way that I smell, and I do want to express myself in that way, which is why I have picked up multiple fragrance kits, and I do want to share my thoughts with you as far as fragrance is concerned. Now, I am in no way fragrance connoisseur. When I did visit France in my 20s, we did go to like a place where they make perfumes, and that was really, really fun and an enjoyable experience, but in no way am I one to tell you exactly how certain things smell like, unless I've actually smelt them myself, like jasmine. I know what that smells like. Sandalwood, I know what that smells like. There are certain scents that I do know what they smell like, but mostly I'll be talking about how each of these scents make me feel. I did pick up the Sephora Favorites Perfume Sampler, retail value $103, it says here. Final sale $68. Now I'm not going to show you my certificate that I get to redeem at the end of the test, but these are the fragrances that come included within this kit. Now, I picked this up during the Sephora sale, so essentially I picked this up for about $54. I am rouge, so I did get 20% off of $68. Now, I had in my cart the Phlur Missing Person holiday kit that includes both a full size and a travel size. I already own the travel size of Missing Person. I purchased the travel size because of all of the negative reviews, and I didn't want to invest in a full size without actually giving the fragrance a shot. So I added this to cart knowing that I was going to pick this up, not really paying attention to what else was in this kit. However, I tested all of these for you. So there are 5 samples here. You choose your favorite fragrance, and then you redeem the included certificate at a US Sephora store or at Sephora.com for a full-size bottle of a featured fragrance at no extra cost. I really like that Sephora does this. They do have other sets that are much cheaper in like the $25, $35 range, where you get to test and get a travel size at no cost. Pick up another set that does that with scents that I know. For example, I'm not going to necessarily want to purchase a full size. I think they have like a vanilla set as well. I don't think I gravitate towards vanilla scents, but who knows, maybe I will, and I just don't know it. I did test these at night. I put these on before bed, and I did jot down some notes. First, I have Burberry Her, and this is what the unit looks like. Free-spirited fragrance for the modern woman. A blooming peony scent blended with joyful and juicy green pear notes. Enhances a honeysuckle heart softened by an addictive musk. Now, musk here I love. I'm already wearing another fragrance from another kit. I'm wearing Phlur Somebody Would. And so far I can still smell it on my body. But this is definitely kind of like a fresher floral for me. On the paper, I do like how it smells, and as it dries, it's not my favorite. So the keynotes: dark berries, jasmine, musk, amber. So on my notes here, I wrote that there is a spiciness when I smell it really close. It smells really nice when I don't have it close to my nose. It feels like more of a youthful, very feminine scent. It smells a bit sour. It reminded me of a KKW fragrance, the Emerald, whereas this by Burberry Her is a little bit more elegant, sophisticated version of the KKW scent. Is it an exact dupe? I don't know. I don't know what those notes are. I don't have them in front of me, but that is kind of like what I was getting at. Overall, I like the fragrance. I don't like that after a while, when it dries down on my body, it does lean a little bit sour on me. I feel that it is definitely more on the youthful side. I am a 37-year-old woman, I think. I'm a woman in her late 30s. I have crossed another box here. Don't really identify with this scent. So let's chat about Valentino Donna Born in Roma. Now this I actually had in my likes, loves cart, the small size, of course. I just loved the unit. The packaging, I found it very, very interesting. This is what the small size looks. So this is an eau de parfum, a floral fruity fragrance built around a bouquet of jasmine and fresh kiwi accord. Do I know what fresh kiwi accord smells like? Absolutely not. Jasmine, I do. Now, keynotes: blackcurrant, jasmine, and bourbon vanilla. So yeah, this is definitely kind of fresh. Valentino. And I love the packaging of this, the travel size unit, the most, just because it's this beautiful coral. And I think this launched during summer as well, where everyone's just is looking bronzed. On paper, I really do enjoy this. This is definitely like a fruity floral. So my notes here are that the dry down kind of bothered me. I love jasmine. I could smell this the following day after a full night's sleep. I noted that this is not as youthful as Burberry Her. I really wanted to like this because I added it to my loves. It was in my cart for a long time, and I really liked the fact that there was jasmine in this. And I noted here that I will have to try this for a second or third time. So I wasn't completely turned off by this the first time that I applied this and let it sit on my skin for about 12 to 14 hours. On the paper, I like this a lot. I feel like if I continue to feel as positively as I am feeling about this fragrance right now, this could potentially be like a spring summer fragrance for me in the future. Next, I have the Dolce&Gabbana Lily. This is described as a floral and fruity fragrance, as rosy as a lily, as vibrant as a passion fruit, as delicate as musks. I think the packaging of the full-size unit is actually quite pretty. The keynotes here are passion fruit accord, pink lily accord, and musks. Okay, on the paper, I do not like this, but from my notes, I can see that I actually liked this a lot. I was pleasantly surprised. So when I was younger, in my early 20s, I purchased light blue multiple times. That scent is definitely a part of the fresh scent family, and I like this because it got powdery after a while, powdery fresh, I would say, without the sourness that I detected on Burberry Her. I was really bothered apparently by Burberry Her and its sourness. Nothing against you if you own this and love it. I also noted that I still smelt this on my skin after having it on overnight, after working out the next morning or that morning, and after showering the next day. Although very faint, I could personally still detect this. There was no projection of the scent to anyone, but if I brought my arm to my nose, I could still detect it after a shower. So it does have some staying power if that's more of your vibe. If you love scents that project, that everybody around you can smell, I feel like, and you love a flower scent, you may enjoy this. And I was still apparently surprised by the scent so much that I wrote that I liked it. And smelling it on the paper, I do like it as well. Do I like it enough to want to purchase? Not right now. Do I like this enough to purchase in the future? Yes, I sure as hell do. Let's talk about Versace Eros here. This was fun. Love that they have lots of descriptors here. Head, Italian lemon au pur, Italian mandarin au pur, Lycea cubeba, elemi, I have no idea what that is. Black pepper, Madagascar au pur. The heart of this fragrance, pomerose, Egyptian geranium au pur, lavender, clary sage. I do love that. Dry Down, Benzoin Orpur, Cashmeran, Patchouli, Indonesia Orpur, Vanilla, Haitian Vetiver Orpur. The olfactive family here is Aspiratic, Aromatic, and Oriental. Now this I sprayed on myself yesterday, and I sprayed both of my arms here and my wrist. And then I went online to read the notes, and then I noted that this is a masculine scent, and that was not a good time. My notes here are definitely noticed a masculine touch after I sprayed it on myself before bed. I heavily sprayed myself with this one too. That's when I've been testing these, so I contemplated on hopping in the shower and just removing this, but I was already in bed. I had already done my skincare routine, and I was watching Love is Blind, which I'd never watched before. 2 people at work recommended that I watch this, client. So I was like, let me see what this is about. I was up watching that until 2 a.m. There was no way I was getting in the shower. I did notice that there is a softness to this, but I don't think I love this, even though I do like the idea love the idea of genderless perfumes, and I think a lot of fragrance houses are putting loads of genderless perfumes out there in the market. So I think that overall my body does so much better with floral scents. I will, of course, pass this on to my person to see if he likes it or how I like it on him. Lastly, let's chat about Phlur missing person here. If nude were a perfume, this is it. A provocative double musk inspired by the scent of lover's skin on your pillowcase. Top notes here are skin musk, bergamot nectar, sheer jasmine. The heart here is cyclamen, neroli blossom, orange flower base, sandalwood, Australia oil, blonde wood, and white musk. I do know that I love skin musk and white musk. So I already own a travel size unit of Phlur's Missing Person. I did buy it in this kit, and I do have the Phlur Discovery set as well that contains Somebody Would. Did wear this to our morning walk today. Did it linger on the body? Staying power, I feel like, is very, very weak with this particular fragrance. When I do spray the travel sized unit, I feel like I can smell it from like 10 a.m. to like 3 or 4 o'clock. So if you don't mind reapplying your perfume as you do your sunscreen, maybe you would like this and would justify paying. I do just love this. I did read a review, the Sephora site. Someone wrote that that this scent reminded them of JLo Glow, which might be the reason why I like it. However, I do feel like JLo Glow is more of a younger scent. This does remind me of something I've smelled before in my life, or someone I've smelled before in my life. As Toby and I went on our walk today, I could smell this if I turned too quickly on myself. I personally like scents that don't have a lot of projection and that I can personally smell myself, or if my person can smell it when they get really close to me. That is what I like on a fragrance. I don't like a fragrance that 20 people around you can smell. I feel like sometimes that might just be too much, and it may just bring about more attention than I personally like myself. So I really do love this. I've liked it enough to where I bought this thinking that this is what I was going to purchase. So those are my thoughts on the kit. I'm going to pass this on to my person and see if they like it. I don't know if he will. He typically wears YSL. I'll put a picture of the scent that he wears that I just absolutely love on his body. So I will pass this on to him. If I'm ranking this, this is number 5. This is number 4. Number 3. This would be number 2. So I just love how this color looks next to my skin. I would definitely pick up a travel size of this. I don't know if I would pick up a full size of this. I definitely love the scent. And this one I was pleasantly surprised as well. This ranking number 3, it isn't like, oh, this sucks. This is more like, I was wowed by this, but I don't think I want a full size of this. This I would want a travel size of this. Perhaps if I love this enough, I would purchase a full size, but I wouldn't automatically go into picking up a full size of this. And this, I already have a travel size of this, so I will be picking up a full size of Phlur's Missing Person with my little gift certificate. So I will be adding that one to cart. Let me know what you think about this type of video in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed something new, something different here on my channel. I don't know how well I did with describing scents here. I'm just not a perfume type of gal, but I do hope to be. So that is all I have. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.